Being an engineer is pretty hard, especially being in school. You have to be really focused and take it piece by piece, like really small pieces at a time. And I think having a background in music actually helped. Yeah, so I'm not a chemist, I'm a chemical engineer. So we work with the power plants and provide support to them and to the water side of our company, and it's just really great because it's really hardcore engineering, but I love it. I'm from Arizona and I went to school in Rochester, New York, University of Rochester, and it was really different when I got there. I think I kind of got culture shock when I first got there because coming from a high school that was 50% Hispanic to go to a university that was 4% Hispanic at the time I started, it was very different. So I started on mariachi up there. And it was always about music in the end. A lot of different people joined the group in the beginning. It was actually mostly engineers because it was people I knew. It was so much fun. It just made the university and my college experience a lot closer to home. And you know, mariachi, I don't know for you, but it's like home. You know, whenever I was homesick, I would play mariachi music in my dorm and probably freak out my roommate a little bit, but it worked for me and it helped me kind of bridge that gap.
The area is virology, but our department is molecular diagnostics. And we work with STDs and respiratory viruses. So right now we're starting to get even more busy than before because it's flu season.
I think you'd be a really good doctor because you're so patient. Whenever, like, what is she talking about? With me, well, at least with me, whenever I'm like angry or something, she's like so calm. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why I like playing with you.
I was originally going to school for forensic science, and I was like, I wanted to really be one-on-one with people, like interact with people and help them with their problems. So I thought nursing, and I thought counseling, and I thought all these things. I found victim advocacy, and I've been doing that, going to school for that for about 3 years now.
One of the earliest hurdles I guess I remember is learning how to speak English because my family moved here when I was 5. My dad was a landscaper and my mom had a lunch truck, so they worked pretty tough jobs, and I always knew how hard they worked, so that just kind of moved me to work hard. But I started doing mariachi after school since I was 10, and I also did orchestra, and I also did choir, so I was busy all the time. I didn't have time to like be out on the street getting into trouble. I didn't have time to get into trouble.
I lived at school. Marching band at 4:35 in the morning, and I'd be there till midnight on Fridays sometime, and then we'd be rehearsing all the time. And then choir. My parents too, you know, I would try to help at home. I would be like, no, go do your homework. Seeing how hard your family works, what more motivation do you need? You know, I mean, they sacrifice so much for you.
Hearing you guys makes me think that we all have something in common, like the language barriers are similar, our family situations are very similar, and mariachi, and I think that's why this group is so special. I remember Betty giving me food because I was in the dorm, like a student. And like she gave me a Ziploc bag with carne asada and tamales.
Yeah, and yeah, seriously, buddy, you've helped every single one of us when we've needed something, be it food or just guidance and
Advice.
understanding. Yeah, absolutely. You're like a mom to us, and you're our mama, our music mama.
Actually, people I've met at work, they've heard us play, and they're like, "Wait, are you the girl?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." They're like, "Oh my gosh, and you're an engineer?" Yeah. But it's funny how the worlds collide. Like a lot of my professors played instruments, or a lot of my friends that were in engineering played instruments or sang in a choir. So I think that's no mistake. You know,
absolutely. There's a common link.
There's a very common link.
Yeah, I went into healthcare, and I'm still pursuing that. And when we perform, if you guys notice, when you sing, when the times that we've played for patients that are in hospice or at funerals, that emotion that we convey when we sing, when you know that your voice is moving someone so much that they cry, tears of joy more than anything, and they're so thankful, and that to me is so amazing, because your voice did that.
Verde